Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, I'm going to be sharing what I believe are the best / most important controller Fortnite tricks that I've ever shown on my channel. The reason why I'm doing this is because I've been making Fortnite YouTube videos for almost 2 years now, which has resulted in roughly 330 videos total so far. I also know that everybody who watches videos on my channel is different in terms of when they started watching and how much they watch. Some people watching this video probably subscribed all the way back in 2018, while other people just subscribed today. Some people watch a lot of the videos on my channel, while other people may only watch 1 out of every 5 or even 10 videos. So it's super likely that even if you're a dedicated fan, you've probably missed at least 1 or 2 out of the 4 to 5 tricks I'm going to show in this video, and if you're relatively new, you may not have seen any of them before now. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first trick in this video is kinda a 2-for-1 special, because it's going to be 2 ways to take advantage of the same controller mechanic that revolves around turbo building walls. To be able to use this trick, you first need to make sure of 2 things, although they probably won't be a problem for 99% of players. The first is that your swing pickaxe button needs to be the same as your place wall button, which should be R2/RT for almost everybody, and you also need to make sure that you have the setting Reset Building Choice enabled. So what a lot of players will do to replace walls in Fortnite is they'll swing their pickaxe until the wall is one-shot, then they'll swing their pickaxe again to destroy it, then they'll press B/circle to pull out their building menu, and then finally press R2/RT to place the wall. So for those players, the wall replace process is 3 separate clicks every time. R2 to swing, circle for building menu, R2 to place wall. But there's a really easy way to take advantage of turbo building that really simplifies this process, and it turns it from 3 clicks to 2 clicks. So since a pickaxe does 75 damage, you first need to make sure the wall you're trying to replace is under 75 health, then it's as simple as this. You want to swing your pickaxe to destroy the wall, but instead of just pressing R2/RT, which is what most people normally do, you want to instead hold that button down. As you're still holding down RT/R2 to swing, the second your pickaxe makes contact with the wall, you want to tab B/circle, and as soon as you do that, the wall will instantly be replaced. The reason this works is because since you're still holding down R2/RT from swinging your pickaxe to break the wall, when you press B/circle, which puts you into build mode, the game will register that you're holding down RT and instantly place a wall. So instead of it being the regular tap RT, tap B, tap RT, this method makes it hold RT, tap B. And I don't think I need to go too in depth with why this is much better because it should be fairly obvious. Wall replacing is a super speed dependent mechanic, so eliminating an entire click from the process makes it a lot faster and also a lot more simple, which means you won't mess it up as much. But this mechanic has another pretty simple yet effective use other than just breaking and replacing enemies' walls. So one thing you want to do as much as possible in shotgun fights is to build walls right after you shoot, because obviously that'll block your opponent from hitting you back. However, this is something that can be a struggle for a lot of controller players, because the typical mechanics of placing a wall immediately after shooting are pretty awkward. It's almost exactly the same as the inefficient way of breaking and replacing walls that we just covered. The player will press R2 to shoot their shotgun, then press circle to pull out their building menu, and finally they'll press R2 again to place the wall. But the better way of doing this is again holding RT to shoot, and then immediately after the shot is fired, press circle. It's something that'll probably take a little while to get used to since it feels kinda weird at first, but it makes placing walls after you shoot a lot easier, which is super important because it's normally really difficult to do if you're a controller player. The next tip in this video is the reason why a lot of top controller players keep their shotgun in the first inventory slot, when most people will put an AR there instead. Normally in Fortnite, whenever you switch to your pickaxe and then switch switch back to your inventory, the cursor will bring you back to the same inventory slot that you were on when you initially switched to your pickaxe. So as an example, let's just say you're currently holding your sniper rifle, which is in slot 4 for whatever reason. When you press Y/triangle to pull out your pickaxe and then press it again to go back to your 5-slot inventory, it'll put you right back in slot number 4 holding your sniper. That makes total sense, it's how it should work, and it works the exact same way anytime you pull out your building menu or go to edit or place a structure, so no problems there either. However, for some reason, things get real messy when you break and replace a structure. Some combination of the actions that you do to break and replace something glitches out the inventory system to where when you switch back to your 5-slot inventory, it'll always bring you back to slot number 1 no matter what. So this can lead to a lot of awkward situations where players break and replace an enemy's wall, edit it, and then they switch back to their inventory. Since they left off on their shotgun, they expect to be holding a shotgun, so they tap RT to fire a shot, but since their AR is in slot 1, that's what's going to be shooting instead. This has probably happened to a lot of you guys without you even realizing what exactly caused it. So the workaround to this is to put your shotgun in slot 1, SMG in slot 2, and AR in slot 5. And even though that's different than the typical AR in slot 1, shotgun in slot 2, SMG in slot 3 setup, the switching mechanics actually work exactly the same way if you think about it. The only reason I don't use this tip is because I'm so used to going to my AR after I break and replace a wall that every time I've tried to change it, it just made me annoyed and kinda frustrated. But trust me, it will help you in the long run. The next tip in this video is a super simple change to your custom binds that can make crouching significantly faster. So whatever button you use to crouch in Fortnite, which for most people is going to be right stick, is defaultly bound with 2 actions, crouch and repair. And the same button being bound to 2 different things creates a somewhat interesting problem. In certain situations where you're trying to crouch while facing a structure, the game won't instantly make you crouch because it's trying to determine which action you're actually trying to do, crouch or repair. It's kind of like how if you have edit and switch mode both bound to B/circle, which is the way it defaultly used to be, the game wouldn't know what you're trying to do, so you'd have to hold B/circle if you actually wanted to edit. So what you can do here is change the bind from crouch/repair to just crouch. Now, is this the most game-changing tip in the world? Absolutely not. But doing this does have some pretty important benefits. It gives you the ability to crouch peek almost instantly, so much faster and easier than you were able to before, and there should be a clip in the background right now showcasing that. But even if you don't specifically crouch peek, just being able to crouch a little quicker behind ramps and other structures can be the difference between taking a bullet of damage or not. And it's not like making right stick crouch only will prevent you from being able to repair. You can still repair with right stick simply by pulling out your building menu first, so really easy. The final tip in this video is going to be the oldest and simplest one by far, but it really shocks me how many people either still don't know about it or just forget to use it in-game. So there are plenty of situations in Fortnite where you see a trap on the ceiling, but you can't just ignore it because you need to go past it. And this is something that happens all the time in the beginning of games because people will land, find a trap, and then immediately place it on the roof near a staircase or the door to a room. Sure, you can shoot it down or, I guess, build around it, but that takes extra time and it gives away your position to the nearby enemies. So what you can do instead is this. Simply place a cone on the floor directly under the trap and then edit 3 of the corners. It creates somewhat of a cocoon-looking structure that covers the entire trap and allows you to walk right under it without taking any damage. Definitely very easy, but also super helpful in those situations. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you watched the entire thing, be sure to let me know with a comment down in the comment section below. I want to know whether any of the tips in this video were new to you, or are you somebody that already saw all of them on my channel before? Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.